Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just thinking what's the happiness. The first thing, meet some of the old friends unexpectedly. So my old friend there, I never know they will join this conference. Second thing, meet so many new friends like you. I know some of little bit American nature education from many times I visit national parks. I interview a lot of superintendent, Olympic National Park, Yosemite National Park, and others. And I interview some of the teachers who come from Institute of the Olympic National Park and Yosemite. And I interview some of the friends who work for the Nature Bridge. But compare you today, more than 400 more teachers and professional people. I know meet new friend is so rich things for me. I will bring your experience back to China to tell my children and our teachers how to improve the environmental education, including nature education in China. So thank you very much. China has a long history, more than 5,000 years. We have a lot of tradition and culture. For example, 勤俭节约, it means saving energy, saving power, saving money, saving a lot of things. Second one, 敬畏自然, is a reverence for nature, harmony, for nature. 天人合一, it means harmony between the heaven and human. 3 Chinese sentences, the representative of the China long tradition. Today, America and China, both of them is a great country in the world, but we are in a different way. In the past 50 years, in the past half century, for example, when I born, you can see more than only 17.98% the Chinese stay in the city and hometown. 50 years passed, you see, more than 56.7%, they stay in the home in the city and the town. So more and more Chinese, they move to the city. So we lost our tradition. So the nature is far away. For America, 70 to 80% of America stay in the city or the urban or the town. So you try to, back to nature, tell the Chinese children, leave the computer and the cell phone 8 hours every day, just spend maybe 1 hour in the nature. So we are in the different way. So let me repeat, or let the Chinese change after the 80% of Chinese live in the city, or we change today. Your experience maybe is very good recommendation for us. We can learn from you. So what's the current situation of the nature education in China now? So you can see, compare America. Only 200 about the agencies involved the nature education program. Most of the established just in the past several years. From that one, you see the 200 nature education organization established in some no more than 10 big cities like the Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Shenzhen. So for so many different cities, more than several hundred Chinese cities, no any of the education agencies there. From that, you can see the different classification of the primary service of the nature education in China. So from that, about no more than 40% of the agency, they can provide the nature experience and the conservation activities for them. What's the, the background, or what's the founder of this kind of education agencies? From that, you'll see different background. Some are from government, some from the business, private sector, some from the NGO. So for Chinese government, for example, like the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Environmental Protection, recent 5 years, we issued a lot of regulations, encourage the whole society join the nature education in China. Not only for last 5 years, but also for another last 5 years. So for the whole society, not only government agency, but also the Chinese NGO, like the China Sea Association. China Sea representative, more than 60 the people or businessmen, they join this conference. So I just invite the friends who come to the China Sea Foundation, just stand up like the people know you, okay? They are one of the successful businessmen in China. Also, they are the person who have very high the responsibility of social responsibilities. And they are the biggest sponsor for first National Nature Education Forum in Xiamen, 2014. There are about 300 people involved. And then you see the second National Nature Education Forum hosted in Hangzhou last year. Mr. Richard Love, he involved us. Richard is one of the popular people in China now, much more than the movie star. Because, he brings the children. Because the Chinese know him from his book, The Last Child in the Woods. So the Chinese always remember some people who bring the new knowledge. So, like the Chinese, I say, thank you, Mr. Rich Loves. More than 400 people involved our second national forums, and totally about, the first conference, we only have 3 the part. But for last year, the conference, we divide 12 parts because we have so many different, mission and issues. In the meantime, not only for nature education, but also the Chinese government, both Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Environment Protection, they launched the program we call is Environmental Education Social Practice Base, special for primary and secondary school students. You see, they issued government regulation, and from past 4 years, they certificate 120 the education base in nationwide in the 2 sessions. And they have, we invited the specialist review all the, the application agencies, candidate. And then we reward the certification to the education base. For our center, we provide a lot of volunteer training seminar for more than 400 young students. And from our training program, so I think the young volunteer, they get a much professional training. There will be potential interpreter. I learned the word from National Park Service. So on the other hand, we invited some of the international professional person join us. You see, the gentleman who is my colleague who come from the IUCN. So they gave our teacher, including the staff member, the professional training international level. Our new minister, who is the former president of Tsinghua University, he visited the national demonstration site for environmental education and communications. On the other hand, we try to arrange some of the publication, like the Nature School Guide. This work we get sponsored from one another private company, the company located in the Shenzhen. The company, they organized the white nature school there. We use the donation from the Huaqiao Cheng Foundation, support another 10 education agencies to be the demonstration. This one from Yunnan, this one from Xinjiang, this one from Liaoning, this one from the Beijing, this one from the Great Wall. So we support them, design the interpreter systems and the teacher training program, including other, the exhibition. So we designed our nature school logo. We just thinking maybe in the future, our logo will be popular in China. What's the challenge? The first, we need the certificate professional staff. We need the government support. We need the business understanding. We need, of course, the money. But we need teacher come from USA. So in the future, I just thinking, if China meet America, what happens? Several weeks ago, one of the movie issued in Beijing, China, the name is Beijing Meets Seattle. So I stay in Seattle many years. I know Seattle. But the movie is so popular. They invest about 30 million renminbi. But they get back the money is more than 700 million renminbi. So when Beijing meets Seattle, there will be a lot of love story. But if the China meet America, what happens? We need, more communication, and we need the people like you come to China, give the Chinese staff and our volunteer professional training. So we need send some of our staff and our volunteer to here. Like me, 12 years ago, I stay in the University of Washington. After I study, I bring so many knowledge back to Beijing. I'm the teacher, professor, share the experience with our Chinese. I think if you provide opportunity to young people, they will get much benefit from American side. I just thinking, if I meet the from Manila 16 years earlier, maybe my video program will be much easier work. You know, since 1997, I just want to finish environmental education documentary. The idea comes from the first visit America for me, 1995. In 1995, the international visitor hosted by USIA, so the agency disappeared, information agency. So I stayed in America 1 month. After I back to China, I was thinking, I not keep all the experience, knowledge in my mind only. I should share with other Chinese. So I want to, design the documentary program. So after several years of prepare, I finished the program. The program totally is a 22nd episode. It's a 3 hour, 30 minutes, talking about different environmental education program like the National Park Service. So the program get the National Book Award, Video Production China. Thank you. Even though I don't know the lady, but I'm a lucky person because I get so much support from normal America. One of my friends, Jennifer Pyle, she comes from the Boulder, Colorado. She is a lawyer. And she and her mother drive their car, drive me to the national park. The book, the hotel, they pay the hotel fee and our food. So they spend not only time, they spend, I think they give me so much friendship. No their help, no any production. So I just thinking, why I wear this T-shirt today here? So this T-shirt, I bought the T-shirts 1995. The T-shirt quality is so good, made in China. So, something, it reminded me the past time of a good day. So today, I just, I don't think Jennifer Pyle can wash the situation today, but I think I just thinking she must know in somewhere. So I just want to say thanks, Jennifer Pyle, and thanks all of you. Thanks, America. Thank you very much.